Is this your 6th camp? I was looking at it. First
My
one was in
fifth.
13?
It was my fifth.
Fifth, okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. What, is it a little bit wistful to know that it'll be your last one?
I mean, I'm not even thinking about it like that. I'm just thinking about it's another opportunity to get better out here with my teammates, and I'm excited right now as I was for my first one. So I'm excited just to be out here. It's a blessing just to be healthy and to be able to move around. I was excited to be out here for the first day.
What were we able to get done today as a team, do you think?
Progress forward, getting back into more football shape. You know, we've been working real hard this offseason, training and strength and conditioning and stuff like that, but just getting back into Coach Kelly's tempo shape, I'd say.
How did this offseason shape up compared to other ones that you've experienced? How was it different?
Everything was calculated. It's more scientific with the database that they use from our QRT testing to everything that we do is calculated for, and they have a plan for everything that we do, and they're very organized, I shall say. So that was the biggest difference.
What is QRT? Can you explain it?
It's basically like when you at your fullest recovery time, I guess you say. We go in the room, they turn the lights off for like 3 minutes. We got a heart rate monitor on. We train in the off season with a heart rate monitor on and a GPS system. You can see different speeds, and just if somebody's heart is beating too fast, or if they one day you're running real fast and the next day you're not. What's the problem? So you'll see that.
Where would you say?
What was your role in facilitating the play-around practices as kind of one of the main seniors on this team?
Just getting everything squared away, making sure the defense was being ran the correct way, the way the coaches wanted it to be ran, and bringing the younger guys along. The freshmen are here now, and it was a process. It was on us really to install the defense, or the beginning of the defense from what we learned in the spring to them. So they met with the coaches, from time to time, but the coaches was on vacation and out the office, so it was on us. I know I had the secondary, Josh Wood, Chris Barnes had the linebackers, and Rick Wade, and some of the other guys, had to be line. So that was mainly the main thing with those OTA practices that we had.
How do you think they went?
I think they went well. From what I saw today, it seemed like everybody understood the concept of what we were trying to get accomplished, and it wasn't starting from day one. Nobody knows what they're doing out there. So I was excited to see some of the younger guys moving around and pick up some of the things that I taught some of them during the summer.
What have you seen some of the developments, let's say, between where you left off in spring with the whole secondary?
A lot more communication, a lot more people more comfortable in the defense, I shall say. So it's a lot of calls being made from the safety position to the linebackers and to the corners, just to get everybody lined up a certain way. I feel like that's the biggest thing. You can't play the defense without communicating. So that's going forward is going to continue to improve. That's one thing Coach Rose has been emphasizing in the rest of the defensive coaching staff.
What kind of progress has Quentin Lake made?
Quentin Lake, that's my guy. He's been making great strides forward. All he has to do is continue to play with confidence, and continue just to trusting himself. He's a very talented young man, and moving forward, I'm looking be happy to play with him and whoever is next to me. So like I said, he's making great strides forward. He's a guy that listens. If I have something to tell him, or Coach Rose has something to tell him, he tunes in and listens to that, and that's great to see from a young guy.
Does the move to the 3-4 have any impact on the secondary at all, or is your jobs kind of the same as previously?
The linebackers will, I feel like schematically it's a 3-4, and it kind of sometimes looks like a 5-2. So the run game is, as I've seen so far, has been efficient, and that frees us up in the back end to roam around, me especially, roam around and make plays in the passing game and in the run game too.
How would you describe kind of the mentality of this team as you open up training camp under a new coach, kind of trying to bounce back from some lean years there?
Togetherness, and just really believe in the coaching staff. They're gonna take care of us, and they're gonna make sure that we are good to go as far as our body, our training, our fueling, eating, and stuff like that. So just believing in them and believing in their process of going about this training camp the way they are. It's a different training camp as far as scheduling. So just getting adjusted to the new scheduling that they have, and understanding the reason why they are scheduling it the way they are.
What has Coach Rhodes done to bring your game along, to help develop your game?
Constant meetings. He's constantly teaching me, constantly coaching me, I shall say, on the field, in the film room. Just building a relationship with him this offseason has been good for me, and of course him too. And just me just trusting in him. He's a great coach, and everything he says, I take it in. From me doing my individual workouts, when he sees me out here doing things by myself or working out with some of my older friends that I have got a chance to work out this off season, just coaching me up on some of those things. It's been big for me, I shall say. It's not one thing just to be a coach on the field when all the coaches are here, but he's a year-round coach, I shall say.
You get a new Pick 6 headband every year, or do you use the same ones?
Oh no, they will be back for the season. My mother is making those right now as we speak. I know when she get off work, that's what she like to do. So she gonna make that for me, and they'll be back during the season.
Is it one per year, or is it multiple?
It's multiple.
Okay.
I might have a blue one, a white one, a black one. We're gonna see. So we're gonna spice it up a little bit.
It's good. Just an hour today. First practice of fall camp. I felt like it went good. It's a little hot out here, but it didn't matter. Coaches said we're gonna go fast. If we're only out here for an hour, that's what we focus on, man. Just speed every time, everywhere you're moving, just fast.
Did it feel like you guys, having been through the speed of what Coach Kelly liked in spring, that kind of helps, and now you're kind of able to pick up a little bit better now?
Yeah, exactly. I feel like with Coach Winchard and his group of strength and conditioning coach, I think we're even more where we want to be at as far as being conditioned. I felt like where we were in the spring compared to coming out today, we were a lot better. So.
Do you think it's going to be even faster this fall? Have they told you that the pace will be faster?
We're always trying to pick up the pace. That's our goal. Just every day, just come out a little faster, just be a little better. So,
how much were you able to kind of improve your conditioning and your physical status from the end of spring till now?
Well, I've done like I said, the strength and conditioning coaches and Coach Winchard has done a great job. I think we've just been focused on just getting our bodies right, and myself included, we've just been trying to get where we feel comfortable, especially as an offensive line, feeling comfortable to play at a high speed, like what Coach wants to say. So,
how did Justin Murphy look out there?
He looked really good. I think he's going to be a great addition for us. I'm excited, to have him. So.
Has he been slotting more in at guard or tackle? Or?
We've been kind of moving around. I think, I'm not sure where he'll end out, but he can move well. I think he can definitely play great at tackle. So.
What did you take from some of those player run practices you guys had this summer?
It was great having the freshmen out there. It's always funny because it was just like the other day. It was just like you being out there not knowing where to go. So it's kind of just guiding them and showing them like the ropes. I think it's kind of a new system for all of us. So just trying to get them adapted. Get them up the standard we want them at. So it's been good.
What do you focus on personally as you go through those player run practices? Coaches aren't there to set out the schedule for you.
Yeah, exactly. We just want to teach them just the basics. We start them off with the basics because this is how we run our drills. We're not walking, we're not doing any of that like Coach wants it. So just teach them the basics, and then when they get out here, it's definitely going to be different. But we just don't want them to be lagging behind, and that's our main goal, is just have them up to speed with the rest of us.
Boss was working a lot on the transition in spring. Have you seen some progress with him at center?
Yeah, he's been doing a great job. I'm excited to have him too. I think having him at center has been a transition for him from defense. It's a hard transition. Center, you're making a lot of calls. You're doing a lot of the work. You're like the quarterback, of the offensive line. But to have him, I think he's picking it up very well.
What did the offensive line do in the offseason just to build cohesion and camaraderie, let's say?
We do everything, man. We go to the beach a lot. We just like to, we'll bring a little barbecue or something like that. We got some Yeti coolers, so we put, some drinks in there. Just have fun, just being together. I think just builds that. So do a lot of stuff together.
So you continued O-line Sunday?
Yeah, we're just not posting it. But yeah, it's been good. We've been hanging out a lot. We've grown a lot. I think this is the closest offensive line group we've had since I've been here. So I think that's really important. That's something that, we've wanted to grow since I've been here. Something I was wanting to do.
Why do you think that is?
I'm not really sure. We just I'm not sure, to be honest, but I think we get along really good, and so it's good. I love all the dudes on the offensive line.
How's Coach Fry impacted that?
I know he's an awesome guy. He never really pushed for it at first. I think it was like it was kind of a thing from all of us from the offensive line. Like, hey, let's just go out and do this on Sunday, and that's just what we've been doing. So.
Did you ever invite him?
I know we should give him an invite, but other players, like I said before, they're always trying to get on it. But we just been offensive line only. So.
How's Zach Sweeney doing?
He's good. Zach, he's going to be a good player. I think he came out here today and he worked really hard. And you know, I think we say you make a mistake, just go full speed. And I think that's what he focused on a lot. A lot of guys, you know, it's a first practice for him of the fall camp. But if you're going to make a mistake, go full speed. And I think that's what he did. So yeah, it was a good day for him.
You see that battle shaping up at center between those two?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's going to be a battle between those two, and you know, whoever comes out at the end, I think is I'm going to feel comfortable with it. I think all the guys will too.
I believe you guys went through the full season last year with no offensive linemen, starters going down. Was there anything that you think contributed to that, and that you can continue to kind of maintain that health, hopefully?
Yeah, you know, knocking on wood, last year was the only year that I think we've had like an offensive line group stay with like it was for the whole season. I think it's just being healthy, doing the little stuff, especially with Coach Wincher and his group. They focus on that, the little things. This is probably the most well thought out fall camp that I've ever been a part of, as far as like recovery, getting everything to get going. They're doing a great job, and I'm impressed with it, and everyone else is too.
Can you give any examples of what they do that you like?
You know, I think what we've seen before is he focuses a lot on sleep, and he's brought a lot of guys in to talk about how much the REM cycle and sleep, if you guys don't know about that, but we get a lot of energy from sleep. Now I feel like he's letting us go to bed at a good time and letting us wake up at the proper hours to let us get the full 8 hours we need.
So he says at least 8 hours?
At least 8 hours or more. So, and I feel like that's really important. A lot of teams, you know, they come into fall camp, you know, the guys are going to bed at 11, waking up at 6. You're not going to get the full hours that you need, and he focuses on that. You know, he understands that we need our hours of sleep to be rested and come out here.
So less Fortnite then?
Yeah, less Fortnite, no video games. So, but it was a great camp. I think we've seen the schedule wrong. We're impressed by it. We feel comfortable with the go full speed every day.
What would you say is just kind of the vibe of the guys right now, just overall?
You know, I think the morale is good right now.
Yeah.
Honestly, it is. Coming out first day, the dudes were excited. I think to finally put on a helmet and start running around again. It's good. We're excited. It's been a long summer. I think we worked real hard, and to finally come out and strap it on a good day like this, it's good.
How do you see that quarterback battle shaping up behind you guys? You have a lot of options.
Yeah, we do have a lot of options. You know, I'm excited. It's and they're all different too. They each bring, you know, something characteristic of their own. So I'm excited to see how it's going to shape up. But whoever I'm blocking for, you know, I'm gonna feel comfortable with it. So.
What were you able to learn about Wilton and Dorian as they came in this summer?
You know, they both came in kind of later, so you know, I'm still kind of getting new to them. I know, so it's going to be interesting to see how they just have a couple weeks to get ready for the game. You know, Devon's been here for a while now. I think he's a great player too. So between all of them, Matt too, I think we got some good options at quarterback.